Hey together, Aaron the Black Dragon's back and welcome all of you to another part of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So, last episode we've needed to find the Titan, we did so. Now, we are on the way to Uman. So let's go ahead and deal with... Whoa, wait a hot second there. Before we do that, let's do some minor things in this episode and deal with Uman and the Titan in the next one. So come with me here for a moment, we're gonna do something else. Okay, so guys, what we're gonna do instead now is we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you a few things, because I've been busy in between. As you can see, my characters are close to level 19, level 20 I mean, and all of them have new equipment that I also want to show off. For Rex we have the muscle belt and the wolf shoes to increase his strength and his agility. For Nia we have the shell cameo to increase HP restored to herself, which is important because I don't want her to go down at any point because she is my healer. And the red thread, which extends the range of Draver blade affinity by 120 centimeters. Because the stronger her affinity is, the better her healing arts are going to be. For Tora, he still has the no mask that will increase his aggro every second, which is important, and the infantry vest, which give him a maximum of 400 HP more. So those are the things that I've equipped them with. I have a lot more things that I could give. Actually, are the wolf shoes? I actually have better wolf shoes. So let's do that. Make you a little bit quicker. I don't think I have anything that will increase luck. Oh no, I actually do. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and... Because what we're also gonna do here in a moment is we're gonna awaken a few blades. So I'm gonna give the Bandit Joker to you for the moment, so that we can have a better chance of getting some interesting blades. But also, what I wanna do here is, because we have lots of exclamation points and I have a lot of points here. So I also want to upgrade those things, like Sword Bash will become stronger now, important, and the double spinning edge also will be increased in strength. I'm always gonna neglect the one art that I'm not using currently, because it's not necessary for me to have it stronger. As you can see, those two are not strong because I haven't used the blades with those abilities, but you are strong. I also made sure that everyone has their appropriate blade now equipped. So you have blowdown, so I actually want to have you stronger, and you don't have any effect. Actually, you also don't have any effect, so you're just stronger. Damage dealt from the back. Don't want to have you actually, but just 50%, which still would make this strong in the long run. Let's increase your strength, because I only can increase one, and have a higher chance of spawning two of them is good. For Nia we have nothing new actually, because Gemini Loop I don't really care about that too much, because I want her healing items and I want to have her ability for break. She could get better with that. Increases damage dealt by 51 HP is 90 or higher. Since you are the healer, damage dealt to insects, not interested. Increased damage dealt from the back. I'm gonna give you that, since I'm interested in having you always as high as possible, and sadly that's not gonna be able to do anything. Because I switched out her attacker for another healer, because that's more important, because I wanna have her focused on healing, and if she has an attacker, she will go around and attack. But I'm not gonna use the Gemini Loop here. And for Tora, of course, you're gonna go with Static Drill, because the other thing I'm not interested in. Even though Rigid Shield could do a lot of good things for us, I'm more interested in the damage dealing than in the HP generation through some passive effects through arts on him, so we're not gonna deal with that. Next thing is not the blades, but is here, because we have 2000 points here, over 2000 points. So I want to increase your strength to make you a little bit more effective, and we unlock the next branching path. Now interesting with that is, I can unlock those already if I want to, well actually only you. But I could not go for them because you need to unlock the one that's in front of them to start with. So increases the HP restored when reviving a teammate. Now, I'm not hoping that we have to revive too many teammates, but still it's good to have that, and I want to have the starting ability with that. And I actually can get the ether as well, so we have the first branch completely dealt with, and we unlocked the next one as well. Beautiful. And now we only have 17 left, but I'm gonna increase that over the course of some background actions as well again. But Rex is good here. For Nia, allows use of driver designed to X, increases the HP restored, agility and dexterity. I wanna have your agility up, because the more you can dodge, the safer I feel with you. So also unlock the next set. You should definitely have an increased reviving help. Then let's go with dexterity. And do I have enough to do that? No, I don't. So, and all of them up here are at the 1000 range, so I can't do anything with them. So you're not as far as Rex is at the moment. Tora, will you boost the effect of HP potions? Yes, you will need that. I wanna have that for Tora, because the more HP I can get back from healing potions, the better, because Tora will have a lot of HP. Dexterity, so you hit better, more luck, which is a shame that he gets that, but yeah, for some lucky hits, let's do that. And then your dexterity, so that you hit a lot better, and you actually can get that as well, so all of my characters except for Nia now can use the driver arts that are assigned to X right at the beginning of the fight, which is good. Or can you? Yeah. So everyone has that. Then I also want to show off real quick how the affinity charts for blades look at the moment. As you can see, I also worked a little bit on them. There are certain things that I did not concern myself with. That did not work out fully yet, but again, that's something that will happen over time, I'm pretty sure. Like using the favorite pouch items. I'm gonna do that as well, just to show off what the favorite pouch items might be for all of them. And I'm only gonna do this for the face blades. I'm not gonna go over the standard blades that I actually don't care about. So instrument category and instrument. Favorite pouch item, instrument. Favorite pouch item, instruments. So 2 times some instruments, interesting. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that now because I have forgotten to look up what they are. And then the next important thing is the Poppy swap. As you can see, I unlocked all of the things. I spent a lot of time playing Tiger to unlock all of the things for Poppy. I'm quickly just gonna hover over each and every single thing that I've equipped her with so that you can see the loadout that I've given to Poppy at the moment. Of course there's improvements to be made with each and every single one of those, but we still only have area 1 unlocked, so we don't get the best things for Poppy at the moment. But yeah, those are those things. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bond with blades, and as I said before, I'm gonna switch around for them so that each of them gets approximately the same amount of blades, and I'm gonna only show the face blades animations. Everyone else you will just see what blade they get. So let's start this ordeal. I also have 2 rare core crystals, so each of them can have 1 rare core crystals. I still forgot to see what those things are doing. Well, whatever. Let's get this started.
Azami. I am your captive. Keep me by your side, baby.
Okay, first face blade. That went way quicker than I thought it would be. Well, Azami, I know her, and she has a cool blade. So good to have you back on my party. Set this blade? Yes, I'm gonna set her right away.
them. And these are my friends, Kit and Sunny. I do hope we can be of service to you. We'll do our best.
Okay, not gonna lie, I'm getting stupidly lucky right now. That's the second blade only. Yes, I'm gonna set you right away. That won't last. But still, nice. So, as you can see, I've awakened a few blades. I've stopped short now because I don't want to waste all of my core crystals just yet, because as you can probably guess, it's important to always have a few lying around. I think actually the last few are open still. So, at the moment I'm gonna stick with all of the blades that we have here. I'm also gonna stick with how I have equipped them at the moment. But all of those blades have their own abilities, like the field skills, and I want to have as many of them as possible for different things. And later on I'm gonna go ahead and discard the blades that only have one field skill, or maybe only two field skills that I have better blades with those abilities. For the moment I'm gonna leave this because right now it's not too important for me. At the moment it's just more important that I have a few blades. As you can see, I'm also close to 1,000,000 gold. So that's also another thing that I want to do here real quick. Also the reason why we are here. Two things actually, because now we need to equip our new blades that we have right here. At the way with some with some chips. Thank you very much. So let's see, you're an attacker, but yeah, actually that one makes the most sense for you, so let's equip you with the wing chip and make the roaring cannon. Beautiful. And next up, you're a healer, so I actually want to have you with block. Problem is, no matter what, except for that, you will lose your block, so I'm gonna go with whatever's the strongest at the moment, just so that you deal more damage, and we'll later on look for something that gives you enough block back. I think nearly everyone actually has that chip except for Pyro, who I gave a chip that gives you actually more critical hit chance. But yeah, that's a good thing to have here. And then I want to take a look at you. I think you only... Welcome to the finest gadgets, granddad, whatever. Because you have the inherited core crystal for 500,000. I'm gonna buy that one. So we now have that. We cannot buy any more than just that one, but that's the reason why he has the trophy above his head. We could also go ahead and buy more of the Gormod head, but seriously, I have so many of them, I don't need it. But yeah, we now have the inherited core crystal. And the thing with the inherited core crystal, I could go ahead and give it to Rex or Nia. I don't want to give it to either of them. There's another character that I reserved it for later on. So, for the time being, the core crystal is gonna lie around in my inventory and collect some dust. But I wanted to have it so that we can use it later on. And the inherited core crystal, by the way, is one where a guaranteed phase blade will come out of, and a specific one at that as well. So I know which blade that is, and I know who I want to give it to. So, but the next thing that we're gonna jump into now, and one of those things might be a little bit difficult to accomplish, is I want to go to the heart-to-heart dialogues right here. The problem with this heart-to-heart dialogue is right there is a quest that I'm not strong enough yet to deal with because they're level 25. I tried a few times, I always died. So let's see.
We're back here. This is where my whole adventure with Rex really began.
Oh, right. This must be the spot where you and Rex washed up.
Though we only made it here thanks to Gramps' efforts.
And those efforts are the reason I'm like this now.
Well, if you stayed that big, you couldn't exactly travel with us. I'd say you're just right.
If I was my old self, I'd be able to carry you anywhere. Well, anywhere within reason. The World Tree would be pushing it.
Amazing! So how long it take you to get to Argentum from here?
At the current separation, let's see, about 10 days travel.
That long?
You do it faster than that or you taste the whip, is what I'm hearing.
Of course, that's not what I mean. But that's like 3 or 4 days by boat.
My apologies. I'm not as young as I used to be.
What is point of worrying now Gramps not big anymore?
True enough. That old body is a thing of the past.
Well, I think you are adorable like this. I like it.
Well, that's very kind of you, Pyra.
Are you blushing, oldster?
Tell me, Rex, do you ever wish I was in my old form?
I think you're better like this.
Oh, you prefer me this way?
It's cool to have you riding on my back for a change. Just hearing you encourage me from behind really sets my heart at ease. And when you were big, we couldn't just, you know, hang out or walk together. I like being able to stay close.
I see.
You look rather pleased, Deserta.
If I were to be honest, Rex's helmet is a little cramped. Not to mention the jolting and bumping and bouncing around. It's enough to make me lose my lunch at times. But hearing Rex say that, for the first time, it made me think that perhaps this was actually a good thing.
I'm sorry about the jolting. Looks like I've got to get used to this situation too.
That's all right, Rex. I'll keep the words of encouragement coming. I shall endeavor to become ever more reliable.
Actually, if you're planning on nagging me constantly, maybe I'll pass.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have Dromac's nagging voice in my ear all the time either.
Cheeky sods.
This can't be good.
Whoops, yep, that was pretty much what I thought was gonna happen once we leave this heart-to-heart. But we got it, nonetheless. It was just a little bit risky, and even questionable if I would get it. Gotta come back to you when I'm strong enough, but for the time, lucky yous. So, the next heart-to-heart starts on this branching path. We're actually rather close to where the main story wants us to go, but we're gonna ignore it because we wanna go up there and deal with that heart-to-heart too. And dealing with that heart-to-heart sounds odd, but you get what I mean. We wanna go ahead and have the heart-to-hearts that are here at the moment done and out of the way. Actually, can I go past you without you noticing me? That would make my life so much easier. Okay. You douchebag threw me down! Oh god. That's not good. Well, whatever, I'm gonna see you up there where the heart-to-heart actually takes place. Okay, so we are here to this airflow. Let's hope I have...
Poppy boosters engaged.
Nope, I'm missing Wind Mastery. But that's no problem, because I made sure beforehand that I actually have a blade that is with that element. And it's not on Nia. It was on Rex. Okay, sorry, it was your healer that actually did that. So, she has Wind Mastery, so now we can leap up here actually. So, here we go! So, and with that we now made it high enough. That's why I want to have as many blades as possible in my disposal as soon as possible with different abilities so that we can reach different places. That's also why I made sure that we can go up here beforehand, but never did the heart-to-heart. So, to not go here and then realize, oh god damn it, we don't have the right blade. But let's go, heart-to-heart.
Master Pond, Poppy have question.
Pursuit of learning is good thing. Ask anything and Tora will answer.
Cloud Sea clearly visible from here. Height of Cloud Sea is different at different times. Why height change?
Meme? Tora let Rex answer that one.
Rex, why cloud height change?
Well, let's see now. And maybe it's easier if you compare it to the clouds in the sky. They come in all different shapes, right?
Some clouds very flat, other clouds big and fluffy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And the shape doesn't stay the same forever. The cloud sea is the same way. It's not always a flat surface. Sometimes it gets fluffed up. The height and shape of it isn't constant. It's always changing. Not suddenly like the weather, but gradually,
It's more likely than not to change overnight.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Very interesting.
Oh, but it's only the titans like this one and the more ordained titan that affect the Cloud Sea's height. Ones like the Trade Guild Titan Goldmouth just float on the surface, so they don't affect it.
Makes lots of sense.
I guess that's about the extent of what I know.
Very much thanks, Rex. Poppy learn a lot. Rex must know lots of things. Poppy have even more questions to ask.
Oh, really? I don't know if I can answer everything.
Poppy! Should not bother Rex too much.
Okay then. Poppy leave questions there for now.
Thanks, Tora. I know quite a lot about the Cloud Sea because of my salvaging work, but I'm not so hot on general knowledge. I probably wouldn't have been able to answer anything else.
Don't worry, Rex. If you don't know the answer, there's always a chance that I will.
Thanks, Pyra.
And if even I don't know, we can still fall back on Azurda.
True enough. I've been around for quite a while, so I could most likely answer any questions Poppy might have. And there's Dromark as well. Between us, I'm sure we could find an answer to most questions.
You're not wrong there. If all of us work together, we can figure out pretty much anything.
I guess it's not just battle where teamwork is important.
Yeah.
And on that high note, I'm gonna leave this episode right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, how about leaving a comment down below? I really would appreciate that. And hope to see all of you to the next part of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So, bye!